On September 13th, the Washington and Lee University men's and women's cross-country teams hosted the first annual John Tucker Invitational on the Dick Miller cross-country course, one of the most rigorous in Virginia. The women finished second overall in a 5K beginning at 10 a.m., and the men raced an 8K at 11 a.m., defeating the rest of the field. First-year women's coach Michael Dager arrived Saturday morning with a competitive spirit and a positive attitude about the meet. Despite facing a slew of injuries, he was confident that his team, including 6 first-years, would overcome this adversity and flourish on their home course.
The team's really focused. They're excited to race at home. We only get to do it once, but they're pretty pumped up about it, and I think we're ready for a good race today. Strengths, I think we're really focused, and training's going well early in the season. One of our big weaknesses right now is we're just a little bit banged up. We have 4 people not racing today, and all 4 of them are able to make an impact in the scoring. So some other people have to step up, so it should be a good challenge for some of our runners.
Sophomore Alana Babington garnered her first collegiate win, smoking the competition with a time of 20 minutes, 45 seconds. Babington, along with the rest of the general squad, raced to a strong second-place overall finish, despite facing injuries in the lineup and a difficult terrain.
We actually had one less runner as a team, but I think we've had 2 weeks together to train, so it's been really nice and working together.
First-year Rachel Steffen took second for the Generals at 20 minutes, 59 seconds.
We're always going in with a very positive attitude, like, all right, like, we're going to have a lot of fun. And especially since last week, it was really hot and Swanee was pretty tough. I think we were all kind of excited to be able to run in a place we were familiar with.
Overall, Roanoke College claimed first place with 34 points, while Washington and Lee finished in second with 48 points. The men's race experienced scattered showers, but the skies cleared and the sun made an appearance by the time the competitors crossed the finish line. Being well prepared by head coach Brandon Spalding, the Generals were able to persevere through the race despite the changing conditions. The men hope to see strong performances not only from this year's returners, but also the rookie runners.
I think it's a little wet today, a little rainy, but overall I think conditions are perfect for race day. It's not too hot, so it should be a good day. Levi Waring, our junior captain, he didn't compete last year because of injury, so I'm really looking forward to him competing at his home invite. He should have a good day today.
Harrison Toney of Roanoke College clinched first place at 27 minutes, 47.6 seconds, leading his team to a second place standing.
I mean, I really worked the hills this summer, especially with some longer runs. I would do a lot more mountainous things, and it helps that I knew Mac fairly well. So we kind of fed off each other a little bit during the race.
Washington and Lee's men's team finished first out of 7 teams, with 4 of the top 7 runners. Sophomore Max Strahler came in second at 27 minutes, 46.1 seconds, just 0.8 seconds after Roanoke's Toney.
It's a nice start to the season, running on a course we're all familiar with, feeling like we've got the crowd at our back. It'll set a positive tone for the rest of the season, so good way to open the year. It's all about team in the end, and Coach Spalding will never rest telling us that it's all about the 1-5 spread. The 1-5 spread wins races. And today we had a very low spread between our first and our 5th guy, and that is what's going to carry us to the top this year. So, team raced well.
Behind Strahler for Washington and Lee was junior captain Levi Waring, finishing the day in 4th place.
I actually think the weather probably helped us a little bit today. It was really cool out there. Maintenance crew did a really good job cleaning up everything, so the trails were really nice. They weren't too muddy or anything like that. So the cooler weather definitely helped from years past. Right now I think we need to focus on depth and keeping everyone injury-free. Right now we have a couple of people that have been out for a few meets, and we just need to get them healthy and then have a strong 5-pack up front.
Rounding out the top 7 were first-year Mackenzie Leroy and sophomore Philip Harmon, placing 6th and 7th respectively. Washington and Lee finished with a total of 32 points. Both the men's and women's teams traveled to Salisbury College for the John Cathcart Invitational on September 27th. The women will race at 9:45 a.m., followed by the men at 10:30 a.m. We hope that you've enjoyed this look back at the 2014 John Tucker Invitational. For GeneralSports.com's Katie's Corner, I'm Katie Wild.